in the big couple count. The car in the big couple count.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I was looking at song though.
We live?
Oh yeah.
Hey. Shit, don't know that we live.
Take too long to answer the phone.
You just don't know the way that you make me feel. Feel so real, baby. And I know that you are. And I know that you are certain. When it comes to me, let me explain. I never thought I found someone to change my mind. I'm a player, I was on the top of time. Was on my grind. Now I was focused, a woman like you. Never thought I would have noticed. You caught me by surprise.
You ready? All right, man. All right. We here again.
Definitely.
We here again, man. Y'all already know it's your boy Jay Lyrik. I'm here for another episode of an intimate conversation with Jay Lyrik, and today I am joined by two people that I've been knowing a very, very, very long time, and I'm glad that they're here to have this conversation with me tonight. This dude to my left, he didn't even know what he was up here for. He told he didn't know the topic. He didn't read the captions, none of that. So he's in for a surprise. And on the couch, I don't see the guy on the couch yet, but that's another good friend of mine, man. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves here shortly, but y'all know how we get down. I do have just a couple of announcements that I do want to make. First and foremost, I do have to shout out our sponsor, Sinister Designs, man. They got me my fresh gear. Put the camera back on me, J-Dub. They got to see the fresh gear. You know, got to see, Sinister Design, custom J Lyrik fit. So for all your athletic apparel needs, make sure y'all hit up Sinister Designs, man. They do good work. And of course, I always got to show love to the man behind the camera, my producer. Y'all know him as J Doug. I know him as J Douglas. So I always got to show him some love, man. And without further ado, man, tonight's episode, we are discussing I think I love my wife. That is the topic for tonight. I think I love my wife. And I have two brothers with me. One who's married, right?
Definitely.
Right. And then one who's engaged.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourself, man. Go ahead, let them know who y'all, where they can find you, what you do. I'm sorry. I'm fast forward. I'll let them introduce y'all so y'all can tell me your handles and stuff later. But let me do it. I gotta give my spiel. Again, I've been knowing this brother a long time. He's a very talented tattoo artist over at Inked Up Tattoos. Where that's located?
Arlington Expressway, 6842 Arlington Expressway.
6842 for the people who don't speak Ebonics. 6842 so the captions can read. Arlington Expressway.
Arlington Expressway,
man. And he do some nice work, man. Y'all can follow him at 904 Picasso. He think he a Picasso, but he pretty nice, man. And on the couch, I got my brother Richie D. The ladies call him White Chocolate, but he's actually one of my trainers as well, man. Y'all know I train with 38 Fitness. Shout out my guy 38 Fitness. But this is another one of my trainers, man, over at Show Enough Training. He old, so y'all get show. You know where Show Enough come from.
Last Dragon.
Yes, sir.
If you like the way I look, man, make sure you tap in with him. He's a hell of a trainer, train women, men, weight loss, bodybuilding, whatever you need, they get it done, man. I'm done talking. I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourself for a little bit, and then we're gonna get to it, man.
How y'all doing?
They can't speak.
My name's Sam. Of course, I'm the average Joe, but I'm always known around town as a tattoo artist, but I'm also a merchant seaman. And my wife is, right now, she's a trauma nurse. So that's just something. Man,
we did not ask you what your regular profession was.
I don't care.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you, man. Yeah. I'm glad to have you, brother.
Of course,
glad to have you. And Rich, of course, I gave you an intro, but you can talk to him again, man.
Yo, my name is Rich. I'm a personal trainer. I own my own business. It's shownuff_training. Hit me up on Instagram if you need anything. I'm engaged to a beautiful woman, and we are getting married this year. Happily divorced once already. and looking forward to this nice intimate conversation.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
And again, right before we get started, man, don't forget August 13th, Live and On Point presents Intimate Conversation with Jay Lyrik. The concert, the concert, August 13th, man. The Eventbrite, go get your tickets. We only got so many VIPs left. I got some dope artists that's going to be performing, man. Al Kim, I Am Aura, and of course, my guy Marlo Mike, hosted by none other than Funny Man himself, Jay Douglas, man. And it's going to be a great time. If you missed the last one at Cuba Libre, I'm sorry. This one's going to be better. I promise you, man. So make sure you get your tickets and come out have a great time with me and my team, man. It's going to be love. All right. I think I love my wife. I mean, you mentioned that you were divorced. I am, me too. I am 2 times divorced happily. Happily divorced twice. It's been 8 years since my last divorce. 8 years. So, yeah, it's been fun. And how long have you been married, bro? I know you've been married.
I've been
never know how long
married.
you've been married.
Coming up on 6 years. My anniversary
Damn.
is in September, so I'm coming up on 6 years. They say once you pass 5, then y'all pretty good after that.
Not really, but we're gonna. I'm gonna let you know why. Not really.
No, but you know what I'm saying? We've been together for 8 years. Well, been married for 6. So
Okay. Yeah. And how long have you been? Well, not how long you've been. How long have you known your?
Well, we've been together for a little over 3 years. We've been engaged for about 2, and looking forward to getting married really soon.
Okay. I got a question. I got a question for you, bro. For you, Richie.
Yes, sir.
And you've been divorced. How long was it since your divorce before you got to this point since your last divorce?
Well, it took me about 5 years to really seriously date anybody. Like I didn't want to date really. Like I mean, I had relationships here and there and a lot of other bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wasn't looking for it this time. It just kind of happened. And one time that I wasn't looking for anything, it just kind of happened.
How you sound like you straight out of a damn story. She told you to say that. I wasn't looking for it, but it just you just walk into it. I believe you though, because if you watched J Doug's show last night, he had a guy on here. He actually said the same thing about how, because J Doug asked him how he met his wife, and he was like, living life. I just was doing whatever. I was with somebody when I actually met her, but they wasn't fucking with her.
That's me.
I just met her just with bullshit, and then came back in full circle. Like he married her.
I was with my baby mom when I first met my wife.
Damn.
Yep. Best decision I ever made. For real, man.
I feel like, like I said, I've been divorced twice, man. And since my last divorce, I mean, I've contemplated getting engaged. And again, I've contemplated it a couple times, but never to the point. I didn't even know those women's ring size. So I contemplated it, but I wasn't really, I probably wasn't too serious about it, And I'm just trying to see how you say I don't. That's not gonna work for me. I just know. I wasn't looking for it. Like, what happened to? Because when you I know you for a long time. After the last divorce, fuck marriage. I'm not doing that no more. I'm slaying bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I wish they would have seen that, because she got you good. She got you good. I don't like that. You put your shoulders down, bro. You got my man's up here. Stressing. You know what I'm saying? He like he want to wear a tie. Like he should have wore a tie. It's like, it's not a business meeting, man. We can't lean back a little bit, slouch down.
I'm high.
And it's high.
That'll do it to him.
Nah. Sam, how long you say you've been on you met her while you was with your baby mama?
Yeah.
What made you marry her?
I wasn't with my baby mama though when I met her.
You just fucking with your baby mama?
Yeah, I was just fucking with my baby mama.
What made you marry her? After 2 years. Right?
Not even 2 years, bro. Like I knew I wanted to marry her, like probably within a year.
Why? I got a lot of why questions because I want to know why.
When I first met my wife, bro, I ain't really had shit. You know what I'm saying? I was out here like hustling, doing stupid ass shit. But my wife is older than me. She's 4 years older than me.
Okay.
So that probably made a big difference because I went from messing with these young girls to somebody who's mature, who got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? So like now, I'm like, yeah, this is how a woman's supposed to treat a man. And this is what I like. I ain't never had this before.
Mm.
So I'm like, yeah, this is where I want to be at.
You like older women?
Definitely.
Oh,
I like my older woman. I don't know about everybody else, but I like my older woman.
Okay.
So that's just how I approach the situation.
So one of the questions that I got for the day is, man, and I want to ask y'all. We discussed it a little earlier. I discussed it with my roommate earlier. I've been having this discussion pretty much all day. And my question is, can you have a successful relationship, a successful marriage, not relationship, successful marriage without love?
No,
No, that's your final answer.
that's my final answer.
I'm assuming that you're on the same team.
I've seen different people have different relationships or marriages.
Right.
Like, I don't believe my parents always loved each other because they argued a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I seen, and I was like, I don't know if that's love. So people can love each other differently, just not be romantically in love with each other, and still be successful and be business partners.
Come on. What I said earlier. I say you don't need it. You don't need it. You do not need love to have a successful relationship. You ever love anybody else other than your wife?
Yeah,
It didn't work, did it?
because I fell out of love.
Oh, so
That's
it's something.
why.
So you mean to tell me that you can't have a marriage with something that you can just fall out of?
Yeah.
That's
not.
How can you have a marriage? How can that sustain a marriage, or you need this to have a successful marriage if you can just easily fall out of it?
But if it's true love, you really can't fall out of it. If it's true love,
I don't want to hear that true love.
If it's true love, you can't fall out of true love, bro. Regardless.
That still don't mean that
Especially
that relationship is going to last.
If
because
that person,
of true love.
It doesn't. It don't.
Exactly.
Just, even though
that's my point.
Even though I still love you, we might have different circumstances to where, baby, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love with you. I do whatever for you.
Right.
But as a relationship, we're not meant to be together.
So you don't need love to have a successful relationship, bro. We've been in the military, right? I'm sure that a lot of us heard of contract marriages. Not saying that's what most marriages are, but they're pretty successful. I'm talking about being together for decades and decades, bro, because of the establishment that they have. Not necessarily the love. Like I said, I was having a conversation with my roommate earlier. Now I believe that love will get you there. Like it'll get you to that point because we as men, we just not gonna marry nobody unless we just down on our dick and we know we gonna ride her. So of course they will make a fool. I've seen those happen.
Mm-hmm.
But a real man that really wants to be with a woman, he's not gonna even get to that point until he feels like he love her. But that's not gonna keep you there. That's not gonna even save the relationship. Some of you guys are spiritual. Like I like to call J Doug. J Doug is a religious character up here. So those type of people,
those people,
them kinds, right? If you believe in that, most of them believe in marriage counseling, right?
I did that.
You did marriage counseling,
definitely,
and
before and during.
And when you went into marriage counseling, and the pastor asks you, "Why do you want to get married?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell him because I love her?
No.
Because he didn't want to hear that. Because if you told him because I love her, he gonna tell you to go back home, do some reevaluating of your relationship, because love is an emotion.
Right.
So with all emotions.
But we all act on emotions.
Which we should not.
Especially not men.
Most of the time, if you act off of emotion, you're making the wrong decision. Mm-hmm. But the job done pissed me off. I tell him I ain't going that motherfucker tomorrow. Knowing damn well you need that job, now you fired. Mm-hmm. Because you made a irrational decision based off of emotion. And just like marriage, you don't want to base that off of the emotion. You want to base that off of a strategy. Marriage is just like any a relationship is a job. Believe it or not, people don't want to believe it. It's a job,
Definitely.
full-time job, 24/7, 365, 364.
And you gotta have the right partner.
You gotta have the right partner.
What strategy can you go in with marriage? You say it got to be a strategy.
Yeah.
What's the strategy?
It depends.
Building.
It depends on what. Not. It depends
Building
on what,
material things.
No,
not even material
it depends
things.
on what you want.
It's spiritual
Whatever you
things.
want.
You can build with your person spiritually. Like, listen, me and you gonna be together. We're gonna work towards getting better, like closer to Christ. Or materialistically, baby, we in an apartment right now. We finna work our way up to owning a house. Like it's a
couple
plan.
houses,
Yeah.
or
Like different people going in.
just a game plan, man, on how you want to live your life. You know.
But you think you can maintain all that what you build without love?
Yes,
I don't think.
You
So.
think that too?
Can.
I don't think
Yes.
so because
I
now
don't
you're gonna
think
start
so.
the class. Because when you fall out of love, there's other things that's gonna come into effect.
Nah, because if you build it off of things other than love, when you fall out of like love is. I'm not saying don't love, don't go into a relationship, don't love, do business. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is love is not required to sustain the relationship, and it's not because when you fall out of love, what are you falling on?
You didn't say a relationship though. It's the difference between a relationship
a
and
marriage. A marriage. Love is not going to sustain a marriage either. It's not, because once you fall out of love within that marriage, then what? Then when you fall on
Then that's what you
everything else
lost.
that you've already built, because that's what's really going to keep you together. Most people, how many of us know guys that have been married forever because of what? Them kids.
They don't want to lose that house.
But
Well, if you stay married for the kids, that's love.
for the kid.
Nah, that's love for the family.
That's
That's
love
love
for
for
the
your
family.
wife too. You don't want to leave her to
Yeah.
be no single mother.
That's not the reason they're not leaving.
Why that?
But
Not
If
don't
you
care.
stay
you
in
think a
because
man
it-
care about her being a
Yes!
single mother? Hell no. He
Yeah,
care
nobody
about
don't want
what's
no-
gonna happen to him.
That's not
yes, no, you care about your kids as a result of her being a single mother.
That's compassion, not love.
Yeah, bro. Some people
Talk
don't want
about it.
their wife
Man,
out
see,
here.
talk about it. They don't.
That's not really love, because I don't want him to be out on the ground and his kids be suffering, but that don't mean directly I love him.
That
know
do
what I
mean you love him.
I have compassion for him. I don't even know who you are,
Yeah.
but I don't want him to be out on the streets. I wouldn't want to see him as a man out on the streets or on his dick. That's compassion. I don't love him, but I don't want to see him being a single parent. I want to see his wife leave him.
See, I was
Exactly.
talking that sounds like
Exactly.
love to me. I mean, far as for what you know about this guy, if you wishing him well, that's love.
That's love.
There's such thing as empathy and sympathy.
Yeah.
No, that's
That
fake.
too. How was that fake?
Cause that's you want to talk about a feeling and emotion. That's just the emotion.
It's the same thing.
Oh,
Love is an emotion
I feel
and a feeling. Same thing, which is love.
No, love is love. Like I just saying, love is I love you. Long, it don't matter if you love me or not.
Mm-hmm.
Love is just
That's
because
real love.
love don't mean
It ain't lust.
oh
That's
because
lust
you
you
said
talking
something
about.
sad.
But that's
Now I'm
how
feeling
is that
bad.
lust?
That's lust.
How's that love? Because
Lust fades away. If you really love somebody, dog, it's really nothing that they can do to make you change how you feel about them. If you
and
truly
that's,
love somebody,
I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. But that don't mean
That's what I said earlier.
that doesn't
You can't change
mean
it.
that doesn't mean I'm still going to deal with that person.
So
So regard-
now I'm not saying that just
So-
because you love somebody, you have to be with them like in the marriage. Because like I said, it could be other shit. Like, listen, I love you to death. I'll die for you. But as far as a relationship,
You
I
would
no
die
longer
for
want to
her?
build. Yeah, I die for my wife.
You
Boy.
would die for your wife?
Yeah, yeah,
You would die for your
I
wife.
would.
definitely.
You would die for your wife?
You would die
I'd
for
die for
you.
my
You would
wife,
die
boy.
for your fiance.
Yeah.
Damn right.
What?
But that's
DJ
I
Slang
I'm
in the
a
building,
I'm a
ladies and
protective
gentlemen.
What's that?
type of individual. That's who I am.
You gonna die for your fiance?
Yes.
Would you die for Jay Lyrik?
Probably.
I
I
wouldn't
did
die
not
for that
accept
nigga,
that.
but I
You wouldn't die
I'ma
for
shoot
Jay
it out
Lyrik?
for him, though.
Damn.
Shout
Shout
You
out-
would die for
shout
a
out
woman?
dog Richie, bro.
I ain't gonna die for you, little
If
bro.
I see
I'm
somebody-
not dying for nobody.
If I seen somebody jumping on him, like a bunch of guys jumping on him, am I gonna sit there and let
Oh.
my homie get beat up?
No, hell no, not at
because
all.
eventually he could die if they kick him enough. Or what if somebody pulls a gun out and I'm right there next to him? You don't think I would help him?
You would jump in front of the bullet?
Listen.
I would.
You're gonna die for a woman who gonna have another man in about 6 months.
Go shit.
That's,
6 weeks.
but that's not my issue though.
Why is that not your issue?
But what are
As
you
a
doing
husband,
that for?
because I took a vow to protect her.
Oh, he up here talking that talk.
Oh
y'all.
no, man.
He up here talking that
No.
talk.
But
Sam.
one thing about my wife, boy, she gonna let you know.
Call
but
up here,
she ain't
wife. Hit the
ever-
link. We need you
She
to call
ain't
up
ever
here.
worried about being hard when she with me.
Would your wife die for you?
Definitely,
Then she ain't no need for you to die for her.
definitely, she would.
You got
boy.
to go.
My wife got a zero talk. She don't play that shit,
Mine probably will.
and she know. Yeah,
That's real. I can respect it.
guys too.
I can respect it, but whew.
It's men's
When you
nature,
was
though.
married, your first marriage, okay.
It depends on what you mean by die for your wife. Cause I don't want to. I wouldn't want to live like a coward. You know what I mean?
Of a bullet for
my
wife,
first wife.
Yeah, I
no.
wouldn't want to live like a
I
coward.
would push her out of the way and jump.
Of course, yeah, I would push out of harm's
My first
way.
wife, no.
Exactly.
I ain't dying.
But you
But you
talking
saying that
about-
with emotion.
But when
Because you saying that because you don't like her. You said that's emotional.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
you
when
think that's
was
why
married,
women
when
weren't
you-
allowed
when
on the
you
front
stood
lines
there and
in the
said,
military
"I
a lot.
do," and you signed that contract,
Mm-hmm.
at that moment you were saying you'll never have to worry about anything. I'm protect you forever.
Okay.
So you felt as if you would die if you had
Nah, I
to.
didn't feel it. No, I'll protect you. Don't mean
Well,
just 'cause
motherfucker, that
me,
probably why I
me,
fucked up.
me protecting you don't mean I gotta die. What I gotta die
Listen.
for?
You don't have to die, but
Like,
if it came to
damn.
that point,
There's certain things. Like if the house is on fire, like, you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do.
She better get her ass up and
But
run out this bitch too.
If I
Yeah.
can't save
y'all dating
myself,
handicapped women?
Yeah.
ooh,
Nah. You better. We a team. I thought we was a team.
we are.
Ain't that what y'all took the vow for?
Mhm.
We dying together.
That's what
You feel
I
me?
I
gotta raise
prefer
my
that.
kids.
We dying.
Somebody got to raise my kids.
Man,
The
the
government,
state will raise your
motherfucker.
kids. You got family,
Right.
No.
them
Brother.
kids, man. Fuck the damn
Who they
kids. We
Who they
going.
God daddy? My God, hey,
Listen,
I know my son's godfather's listening. If I go, watch my seed, bro. Period.
my boys know that.
All right, so you good? We dying together. We
But
ain't
I would rather not have
dying
them
for
do
you.
it.
We dying together. Shoot us both.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jay Lyrik. Like, yo, I ain't finna leave you here to get all some,
No, sir.
some good dick and
Nah.
all that.
Them
Nah.
kids gonna take that insurance
Why?
money, baby.
For what?
Why though? That's what you gonna worry about going to heaven or hell if your wife get fucked?
Yes.
Yes,
Nah,
Why?
I'm dead.
because it
Nah,
wasn't
man.
real.
I'm dead.
Why?
She ain't gonna
So
worry
you
about.
supposed to be the last thing, yo. So you
If I marry my wife, yes, I'm supposed to be the last dick that she
Even
ever
if you die.
tastes.
even if you die,
Even if
Yes.
I die, go to
That's what
jail.
they used to do back
And
in
that's
the
what
day.
I don't like about these women. They go to jail or you die.
Uh-huh.
They be
Selfish.
fucking another
My
you
nigga.
grand-
selfish.
My
No.
grandmother, when
if
her
I was to
husband
die
died,
or go to prison for life,
she ain't seen another man.
if I was to
He
die
died
or go
when
to
I
prison
was
for
7.
life, I would want my wife to find happiness again. And
No.
I would want- and I
You
would
don't
want-
have to
and I
find
would want- I would
happiness
want a
without
good
getting some
man
dick.
to help raise my children.
Nah.
That's just
No.
how I am.
That's real.
Ain't no
I can
man that finna
respect
raise
that.
my kids how I'm finna
I
raise
can
them.
respect
If I'm gonna
who's the
die.
religious one in here?
that guy.
Yeah.
What's it
The
say in the
religious
Bible
character.
about that?
What do you say?
What it say in the Bible about that?
I'm not no Bible thumper,
Oh, now you're not a Bible thumper.
but I will use the Bible
Because if you
if
die,
I know.
your brother's supposed to take your wife.
I ain't.
Ooh.
Oh, my brother is like 10
Look
or
it up.
12, so.
See, all y'all religious folk out there.
Ooh, that makes.
Uh-huh.
I would rather that than some bum ass nigga that I
So
don't know.
you want your wife
Hell
to suck
no.
your brother's dick when
Yes.
you die?
Yes.
Instead of a
Tell me.
stranger?
Hey,
Nah.
in the words of my nigga Soldier Slim, keep it in the family, like that dog bitch Dana did. You understand me? Yeah.
Man, I got a couple
I can't do it.
I got a couple statistics I wanna give you guys.
Hit us with it.
And I did some research. By research I mean Google. And
No, they can't. They can't.
but
put a
this
lie
is
on
from the
internet.
they can't lie. They can't lie. They don't lie on the internet. And this is from the Census Bureau. You know the people from the Census Bureau. You saw that
You know,
movie.
niggas don't really fill
So
them out, right?
married couples between the ages of 15 and 24, which all of you old niggas is past.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, they used to get married.
I just
back in
turned
the day.
34 Saturday.
Right? They are more likely to divorce than any other age group. That's between 15 and 24, which is probably why
Of course.
I got married twice before the age of 24.
You
I
got
was
a
24
lot
when I
of
got
life
married.
to live at fucking 15 to 24.
You ain't even hit everything.
You ain't
want
even
to hit.
did shit.
Who ain't?
You shouldn't even
Anyway.
get married at that
Come
young.
on, man. You know how we used to rock down. Man, what? Anyway,
You
You
shouldn't marry
still
that
coming
young.
to Daytona
No.
with us.
exactly.
Definitely not.
That's you setting yourself up.
Anyway, you talk about the wrong thing, man. I got in 2022, the expected divorce rate is to be 44.2%. And that is based on the marriage rate of 6.1 people per 1,000. That's how many people get divorced. And out of 1,000 couples, 6.1. And based on the population. And these numbers are not accurate numbers because the pandemic has slowed down a lot of divorces.
Well, the pandemic sped up divorces.
No, it did not. Not
niggas really wanted to kill themselves because they in the house with their wife the whole time.
But they couldn't get it done. So these numbers not even the accurate numbers. So almost right here is marriages. 50% of marriages are ending divorce. And I know you said that. Y'all at what year? 6 years? Yeah. Y'all, you say you make it past that 5-year mark. No, so I got another statistic for you. It's two high risk times for divorce. Like the first one is between 1 and 2 years, which is that honeymoon phase. That's crazy how the honeymoon phase is the highest for divorce, and then it's years 5 to 8. So you're right in the middle of it.
The 7-year itch.
The 7-year itch. That's when they get you. Did y'all also know that the United States of America, that's where we at, is top 10 in highest divorce rate in the world?
That's because of all this goddamn freedom.
Yeah.
The internet.
No, because freedom in them other countries, most of them countries, them women can't do shit.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got some more.
I thought it was legal.
I got some more stats for you. I got some more stats for you. Also, because you still at year 6. I wish you the best, brother. I don't wish you well. I wish you the best, bro. I love you to death. Of course, I want to see all y'all boys prosper. And if y'all want to be in love and married and all that cool stuff,
look at Jay Lyrik. Stop.
What'd you say?
I say you in love.
Anyway.
This nigga.
32% of marriages in the first 10 years.
I go for that.
That's a big number. And 20% of marriages in the first 5 years, man. So you beat that.
Yeah.
You still got 12%.
Nah, listen. In a marriage, dog, you got to be real strong minded. You got to have somebody that's willing to work with you, and you got to be willing to work with them.
Man, you know why I ain't married for real? Why
you got divorced 2 times?
Nah, that's really not why I got. That's really not why. I was young, bro. I was a young man.
Cause you was a hoe.
No, I definitely wasn't a hoe. I never cheated on any one of my wives, bro. Never.
But listen, when I was in school, bro, I swear to God, your brother was the first boy I ever met who would not cheat on his girl in college.
Because he's a clown. That nigga's a clown.
In college, bro, I used to be like, but this nigga really don't cheat with his Omarion.
He was lying, and y'all believe that? And you believe that he didn't cheat?
No, fuck no. I was like, bro, I said, I know this nigga doing something.
He just smart.
He's
you know why when I say he don't do it in front of nobody because niggas snitch, bro. It be your own people out there telling on you. But John was talking to that girl. Anyway, what? But I'm not. It ain't got nothing to do with me to being divorced, man. These women, I feel, because not all women. You have to say that. Not all women.
Not all, but most.
Not all, but most. They ain't got no endurance.
Right.
They ain't got no endurance, bro.
That's why.
So
what's your age group for your wife? Like how the same age?
What's her age? Like what I want to marry?
Like when you were married, what was the age of your wife?
We were saying
the same age.
I was a couple months older than my first wife, and I was 2 years older than my second wife.
All right. That's why I think my marriage is working, because I got an older woman. Like she got an old soul. You know what I'm saying? Like she watched her grandma stay married to her granddaddy, work through everything, like whatever. You know
Did you really want to get married? Like you was like, I'm in love with this woman.
Did that old woman?
So why you married?
I'm gonna tell you.
Old women know how to get that rain.
I got a real bullheaded wife, boy.
Old women know how to get that rain.
Oh yeah,
yes.
They know how to get that rain.
Get the fuck out of here! I know what you're talking about.
So listen, when I first met my wife, we was dating like a couple months. She was like, when I'm dating,
I don't do the girlfriend thing.
She was like, I really want to get married with like before 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, it don't take. Me and her had a conversation, just sitting down talking. I was like, it don't take me 3 years to know if I want to spend the rest of my life with you. If I don't, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of you.
Okay.
So within them 2 years, I knew I wanted to marry my wife.
What made you say, "Yo, I want to"?
Right.
Marry
That's what I'm asking. Why? Why did you marry?
Because I didn't see myself being without my wife.
Oh, give this nigga some cheese.
You must didn't look hard enough.
Nah, boy. Listen, the average female, especially in this city, bro, the average female would have given up. You know what I'm saying? From cheating, like bitches. I was hitting everything. Like, but
so
I had to stop.
Shout out Miss Norris, man. She hold my dog down, man.
Definitely.
Shout out to that, bro. That's real.
But that was a generational curse, though.
Oh,
I'm telling you, character. How many men have ever showed you how to really treat a woman, or they always showed you how to get a nut?
No, listen, don't. We're not gonna talk to him about that shit. Because
probably only
nobody
never told me.
We don't even want to hear your response.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't even want to hear his response, bro, because I legit had the same conversation with him last week, and I was telling him about how I don't as most of us in our community where we grew up. We ain't had no father figures to go to, no damn uncles, nobody to tell us how we're supposed to love our woman, how we're supposed to treat our woman, how we're supposed to be treated. That's how we're supposed to be treated.
Definitely.
We got people like J Dub that's out here telling us, well, man is not supposed to feel nothing. He's supposed to do everything. His woman is not supposed to reassure him. That's bullshit.
No, but I ain't say she don't pose to, but what I was saying is, as a man, you don't need to be looking for nothing. You start looking for
why? Who taught you that?
Who taught me that? I ain't gonna put out who taught me that, but
exactly. But that's just what you've been taught.
Yeah, that's what I've been taught. But you don't
people have been taught to, man, listen, you can depend on your girl.
No.
You can cry to your girl.
You can depend on your girl, but just like I was telling Jay Lyrik, you stay in the middle on everything.
Which means like stay a man, like you still a man.
No. Yeah. You don't get overexcited. You don't get over happy
emotions.
You don't have. It's not about not showing emotion.
That's kind of what you're saying.
That's basically what
you're saying. But you don't want to show no weak ass emotions.
But you have to be vulnerable with your woman.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Because when you do and she doesn't expect it, it's gonna really hurt you.
You have to be vulnerable with these women these days because they want to control everything. So women, for the longest, have been pushing this emotion thing. Oh, you should feel. Tell me about your feelings. Tell me what you feeling. They've been pushing this shit for years. We're still human, bro. No. But now men done got to the point where they say, yo, I'm finna tell about my feelings. I'm hurt. and then your woman like, oh, you hurt, baby? Yo, I'm hurt, baby. And you crying and shit. Now she got control of it.
So because you cry to your girl, do that make you less of a man? Do you feel like you're less of a man?
Yes.
Why?
How? Because if you is in a war and you supposed to be leading your family, you the minister of your family, if I cry, and you crying. What you crying for?
That's an emotion.
No,
everybody has an emotion.
What are you crying for?
You go through anything.
No. See, what are you crying for?
That's why I say
now if your mama died and you crying, that's different.
Why? Because death is promised to everybody.
Something,
so that's gonna happen.
Thank you.
I'm just saying that's different.
You're not supposed to cry for a death. You're supposed to celebrate it.
I'm saying, but if your mama cried, a woman Douglas can understand.
I told you we're not going to even go into that conversation with him because he don't even understand.
Well, let me put a button on it.
Put a button on it, J-Dub.
If you're crying, your woman, that's different. But if you're crying for something that, as a man, you supposed to be more than a conqueror, it's no reason to cry. At a certain point, as a man, it's no reason to cry. You should already expect this game finna be rough. This life finna be rough. It's finna be ups and downs. It's finna be problems. It's finna be unfortunate situations that I do not like that makes me uncomfortable. Why am I crying? As a man, you shouldn't even be getting to a marriage if you still in that so crying many men
stage. Commit suicide.
No, that's not why.
Yes, it is.
No, that's not why.
Because people thinking like they can't show emotion, so they bottle it in until it's too much.
Listen, we're not. I told you.
I be laughing.
Shout out to anybody who think about suicide. It's not worth it.
Struggle with mental health. You know, that's real.
Seek help.
Mental health. You can tell a man don't supposed to be crying because they be trying to hold it back.
Gotta look up.
So my kids,
nigga be looking all up in the sky.
That's why we don't get into those discussions with J Dub about mental health and generational curses and men just lacking because men don't lack.
We don't.
J Dubs.
No, we don't supposed to.
We're not supposed to. Just like men are. Just like you're not supposed to not pay your bills, but
And if you is going to cry, not saying you can't cry, but if you is gonna cry, make sure it's not around your woman and make sure it's not around your kid. Not saying you can't feel, you can feel, but you are the leader of your household. We are going to war as a man. If we all were going to war and you the general and we finna hit the battlefield and I see you crying, I'm saying, oh, I can't follow this nigga. This nigga scared.
I'm gonna show
this nigga don't have a lack of faith.
Every emotion can be used for good or bad.
First off, if I'm on a battlefield, that's a totally different environment.
It don't matter. You need to be ready for whatever.
It does matter. It does matter because we're chameleons.
Because I done seen some niggas
do that shit all
tough
the time.
as hell, and you get on that battlefield, now they. Oh shit!
So
let me hide behind this nigga that over
we adapt, bro. That's what we do. We adapt to our environment as men. That's what we do. So when we don't have to be the fucking general leading an army with our fucking woman. If that's
with your family, yes you do.
No, you don't.
Military minded, yes you do.
If you got to do that, then why the? Like I said, it's a business. It's a business decision. They ain't got shit to do with love.
Pop said military mind, military grind.
Right. If I gotta do all that, I know for a fact that relationship is not built off love.
Yes, it is.
No,
it might not. Yes,
no,
it is.
Not,
because
bro. I gotta be.
That's control.
That's not love. That's just me being a fucking leader, a captain.
You're supposed to be a leader.
That's not love.
Yeah, you're supposed to be a leader.
But you're not supposed to be a true leader.
How can you say that? Because you said a man never showed you how to lead. Bro, that's how you lead.
Listen, that's not how you lead by masking your fucking emotions.
You ain't masking your emotions.
That's what you
just
said,
crying.
J-Dub. That's what you just said.
We just
had this conversation in there. I said, you type of nigga that's gonna tell your fucking son that he's not supposed to cry.
You don't supposed to cry.
And you're gonna be the nigga that's.
I'm not saying you can't cry.
Out here in this world.
I'm not saying you can't cry, but you don't be out here in
this world struggling because he can't even be his fucking self. He's supposed to be hard. That's like he just said. That's why niggas commit suicide because they can't even express themselves.
That's not why.
You telling a man to not express himself.
No, I'm telling the man. I'm telling the man that you're more than a conqueror. You can overcome all things. So if you know you can overcome all things, why are you crying? If you know truly in your heart and you got faith,
some people cry to get
you
through
know,
shit. Now once you're done crying,
but that's fine.
Now it's time to become a conqueror.
But once you get to a 50-year-old man, you gonna still be crying.
This man,
it depends on what I'm feeling.
Mason.
Crying is cleansing the soul.
Definitely.
Hey, all I know. Hey, shout out to the people who are asking these questions in the anonymous question link.
Oh shit.
But J-Dub needs some fucking help. That's for one. We know we usually wait to the end. What? We usually wait to the end.
You serious?
But somebody said J-Dub needs some fucking help.
Why? Why do they want? And I bet it was a woman, wasn't it?
Because you got an old
Testament. Was it a woman?
It's anonymous.
It was a woman, I guarantee, because women don't want men to be strong. They've been pushing this emotion thing on men, and now that they've been pushing,
because you show emotion.
Listen,
that's showing strength.
Listen, now
I'm strong enough to let you see me cry.
Listen, now that they've been pushing this emotion thing, suicide rate done went up. Before, when men was encouraged to be men, it wasn't no suicide. Men were dealing with stuff. They were dealing with problems. You think all them black men back in the day that was up against Jim Crow and all that shit was committing suicide because shit was rough? Now you got niggas not under Jim Crow, not under racism, not under slavery, a bitch leader. Now they ready to kill themselves. That's weak shit.
J-Dub is getting us off the topic. We are talking about marriage, sir. And let's go back. Let's bring it back. If you're just not tuning in, if we're just not tuning in, man, this is an intimate conversation. Man, I'm joined by my guy, Big Sam. Yeah, my guy, Richie D. You know, Sam is a tattoo artist over at Inked Up Tattoos, and you can find Richie D training at @shownuff_training on all your major platforms, Instagram, all that cool stuff, man. And we talking about marriage and men in marriage and why they decided to get married and is love necessary?
You got a lot of comments on YouTube, but Logic, he said I'm gonna cry in the car. Logic, you married, man? Come on, Logic. We talk about marriage. Put something insightful in the comments, man. We got to get to the bottom of this. But I'm putting him on the screen. There you go.
I see it. J-Dub gonna cry in the car. That's for sure. He definitely gonna cry in the car. What else we got, man? Let's go through some of these comments.
You go one right here, Kennedy.
Let me see what Kennedy. Okay, you know, Kennedy stupid man. Shout out Kennedy Williams, man. He talked to fuck his wife, man. Shout out that boy Kennedy tune in every show live and on point. Do my show, J Doug show, everybody. So what do you say? Marriage is a business. A business.
Business.
What Kennedy from? A business.
He's from Houston.
He's from H-Town. He said it's a business. It's not love, people. You don't have to get married if y'all together over 60 days. Y'all common law and the rules apply. You did, but you good with common law. I'm good with common law.
I'm not.
I'm good with common law.
I'm not good with common law.
I don't like the government in my business.
Just because it's a common law don't mean it's right.
I mean,
it's right to me.
Technically, they
slavery was a common law.
Right with me.
Right with me. I'm just saying, just because it's a law don't mean it's right.
You right. You right.
Exactly.
But you ain't. But
before they implemented the laws, though,
so
like, we were married just by
who
being
made
exactly.
marriage? Who made marriage?
What you mean?
God, with Adam and Eve,
Negative.
man.
So
it's a union. That's
what
not
if
marriage.
It's a sacred union.
What if you? So hold on. So
What's that?
God made marriage. That's what y'all telling me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's what
If
you
you believe
know.
in God,
All right,
yeah.
listen to me now. I don't need all the extra. Listen to me. If God made marriage, what if I don't believe in God?
That's what I was gonna say. What
That's-
if I don't?
then-
What if I'm
so
then
spiritual,
what?
and not religious?
So what? So if I don't believe in God, the marriage
So
don't
why do
exist.
you believe in marriage?
No. That's what,
Because
that's what I'm
marriage is-
saying. Listen, that's what I'm saying. That's my question to you. What if I don't believe? Let's say I don't
If you
believe
don't
in God.
believe in God, you probably
that
don't
mean-
believe in marriage.
so marriage don't
because you
exist.
probably believe in more than one wife or something like that,
Okay,
or just being
Not all the
just
time.
courting different females.
I'm
I'm
That's
not
what I would
religious.
assume.
I'm legit.
I don't
asking.
believe. I don't really believe in religion,
Mhm.
and I don't think that that's right. Like, I mean, just because we have to be married for a lot of things to happen according to our government. Like, my wife has to be on paperwork to do things for my children if I do pass away.
Right.
So
Right.
you have to have that as far as government.
For benefits.
But I don't have to marry the woman that I'm with
for benefits
to prove that I want to be with her for the rest of my life.
right.
Because I
That's
want to be
true.
with her for the rest of my life.
That's true.
If we, I mean, tomorrow I would give her everything I have. If, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be with her no matter what, if we got a piece of paper in front of us or not.
Y'all so
Nah, I know
y'all boys
a lot of people that have been together like
Y'all
20
boys
plus
are
years. I know people been together 20
I'm
plus
old.
years and never got married.
I've learned a lot.
And I know people that been together like 10 years, got married, then got divorced. Cause sometimes marriage ain't for everybody. I'm looking.
that,
Marriage is not for everybody.
I-
Trust me,
it's not.
that shit is not for everybody. So that's why I say you just gotta
not
A
know
lot of
your
people
partner.
don't marry, like what you said. It's a lot of lust.
Yeah.
People get caught up in the physical
Yeah.
aspect instead of just everything else,
Yeah.
the spiritual, the connection.
Like my pastor told me, he
conversation.
said, man, he say a lot of it is lust because with a man, like after you catch that nut, like you ain't even got that same admiration for that female.
She ain't lying.
Right. That's
Like
why.
it's out the door. Trust me. I
Certain
done-
females, you be trying to show them the dough.
Hey, listen. when you hit him with that, so what you about to do?
Right.
Like, listen,
I hit him with that. It's getting kind of late.
It depends on me. I don't
Man.
get that often. So when I get a bitch, I run her miles up all night. He ain't no going nowhere. I'm gonna put about 40,000 miles on that pussy that night.
done with the 2 hours.
This man.
I'm
is-
hitting it about 5 times in one night. Bitch going for a one night stand and up
this
on a marathon.
man is a fool, man.
He's
Y'all
getting the
see,
gas
we,
station pill.
we are straight.
Mhm.
That's how we do
You gotta
it.
get that honey.
Hey, I think I might need the honey now because I can't. I don't want to talk personal, but nah, I ain't gonna do it.
What honey? What's honey?
The honey
You
pack.
know about that honey?
You know about the honey pack?
Shit.
What's a honey pack?
You have somebody want to marry you by the bar.
What's a honey pack?
It's that little shit.
It's like-
It's like
you know the
it's
little
like a
blue
Viagra.
Rhino pill?
Viagra.
It's just a
It's a Viagra
honey.
pill. But I don't
Yeah.
need- But
But
Jay,
it's honey.
but I don't need all that.
But you don't.
We
I don't
don't
need
need
it. But
But
if you
it don't-
if
it
you
don't
want to
hurt
bounce
you
back
got it.
less than
I don't need
15
all that.
minutes.
I got they want to marry me.
But-
I ain't got to do all. I ain't got to get no honey.
But see, Jay
But
Lee
just
worked
imagine
out his
if you
blood
got the
flowing.
honey. You don't need it.
What
But
you say?
imagine if you
Your
got
blood
the honey.
flowing good. See, my blood slowed down. I'm on the Cavassier.
Oh, you stupid, man.
My first nut is good, but trying to get that second one is hit or miss. It might
If-
take 30 minutes. It might not come back.
Hey, if you had I'm gonna ask y'all a question because
What's up?
we've been clowning for a little bit, so let's
Yeah,
get
yeah.
serious. Serious.
What's up? What's the question?
If if it's a young man out there, right?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we grew up. I know us. We grew up I can't speak for
Mhm.
J-Dub because he had all these people that's around him that was giving him guidance. But we grew up. Salute to J-Dub family that was guiding him. But we grew up with our moms and shit. You feel me?
Mhm.
So we really didn't have nobody to go to ask for certain things about like dealing with our kids. Hell, learn how to be fathers, learn how to be husbands, and hell, even learn how to be boyfriends.
Mhm.
So we are now those people because we break it, like you said, we're breaking those generational curses where we're not allowing our young boys to go out there and just be lost as fuck. We let them know they can through mentorship, through training, through football, through a bunch of different things. So
Definitely.
if you had a young man that was asking you about marriage and him considering marriage, like what would your advice be to him if he's considering marrying?
Be humble. You gotta be humble, dog.
And before you answer, I forgot. Let me cut these niggas off because these niggas they killing me with the philosophy today. Before you give me the answer, break it down. Don't give me no Japanese wax on,
Wax off.
wax off. Break it down like because
Okay.
he needs direction. We're gonna
I'm
we
finna
give him
I'm finna dumb it down.
dumb it down.
Idiot proof.
Idiot proof.
Okay. Coming into a marriage, dog, you gotta be forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be humble.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be considerate.
Mm-hmm.
Them the three major things, bro. If you can master those three things, bro, going into a marriage, you can kind of work through anything. You know what I'm saying? Humble yourself because you can't look at your wife like she beneath you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She your partner.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
You got to be forgiving because nobody is perfect. So she gonna fuck up. You gonna fuck up. So y'all gonna have to fix that. What was the other one?
No, that I like the advice that you would give them. You
Yeah.
You don't giving the answers.
I know.
So,
what the last
but
one
I gotta before I let Rich go. So you say be forgiving,
mm-hmm.
right? What aren't you going to forgive? And if you aren't going to forgive it, are you really in this marriage for life?
Ask that question I asked.
Boom. Okay. One thing that I won't forgive is what you're saying. I can't say that because I've cheated. And she forgave me.
Whoa.
Talk about it.
So and listen,
That's
this
a whoa.
blood raw now.
Whoa.
Now I ain't gonna tolerate it now. He ain't like this.
You just lost
whoa.
Hey, he just lost all the female.
You like whoa. What?
They was on your team. They said, "Oh hell no."
That's
I
fine.
what?
I'm being honest.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm not like I cheated in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my wife forgave me, bro. Like she forgave me.
Right.
So if I'm not, they ain't like it's some shit like I'm gonna tolerate like yeah, baby, you just got some dick. It's okay.
Yeah.
That ain't how it's gonna go.
Why not?
What the fuck you mean?
You already cheated.
So what?
It shouldn't matter.
But that was her choice to take me back.
Go ahead.
That was her choice.
Go ahead and finish.
That was her choice to take me back. So she chose to take me back.
Uh-huh.
So therefore, you were saying, okay, you accept everything that's coming with me.
Right.
But me personally, it will really take everything in me to forget, like to forgive you for cheating on me. That's probably like I'm gonna be on the fence with that.
Why?
But anything else, like far as like mistreating my children, I'm out. I'm done with that. That's a zero tolerance with mistreating my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I came in with kids that's not hers, but my wife treat my kids like they hers. Like she care for them, everything. She had a son before me, so I treat him like that's my son. I don't say that's my stepson. I say that's my son.
Right.
So mistreating the kid, that's a zero tolerance. I'm done. But other than that, dog, like it's really nothing that you really can't work towards getting over or getting past. Now, if it continues to happen, then now it's a habit.
Right.
So now it's
okay.
Nah, bitch.
Okay.
So your girl cheated on you one time. It was a little, slip up. I don't know how you slip up.
It ain't that because it's steps to cheating now.
Right.
So me personally, I feel like I'm doing everything as a husband like he should be. Like I'm fucking the shit out. I mean, look,
talk about
it to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm handling business. I'm taking care of the bills. You don't want for nothing. You don't need nothing. My kids are taken care of. I take care of home first, regardless of whatever I did out there in the streets. I'm coming home.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of home first.
Well, you got your old school woman, so you good. These new school women ain't going for that.
Yeah, them new school when they fuck nigga free.
Yeah,
They got it.
right.
They
Some
get
of
up out of
some
here.
of them is though. Don't get it twisted. They be talking all that shit like they ain't gonna rock. Some
Yeah.
of them will if they rock.
It's
with
just
you.
it's just about how much love they got for you.
That's a real answer,
That's
bro.
it.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Mm.
Rich,
Now,
what you gonna
baby,
tell
if
them?
you watch, hold on, if you watch, you don't try me now, because you know I ain't got them all. So don't try me.
Yeah, don't drop a dog now. 'Cause we pulling up. You gonna take you back, but we pulling up for sure. We wrecking the shit first. Go ahead, Rich. The original question is: if you got a young man come to you, say, Mr. Rich, I'm thinking about, I ain't got no pops. I'm thinking about marrying this girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the fence about it, but I think I really want to do it. Like, what's your advice?
Well, if you're on the fence about it, you shouldn't do it at all.
Well, not on the fence. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to get married. I want to get married. He finna give me another. I want to get married. Rich, help me out.
Confidence. You have to have confidence. Like, if you don't have confidence in your ability to be a husband or to be a leader or to be a father, you need to sit back, reevaluate yourself, make sure everything from you is right before you can expect everything from her to be right, and be ready for those situations that you're not expecting or you're not used to come about, because that's when you'll be reacting emotionally if you're not ready for that, instead of acting like a man who's been, prepared for this or ready for marriage.
That's right.
It's gonna be harder to get through these battles that you're gonna fight, because it's inevitable.
Right.
You're coming from somewhere like me. I've never been in a relationship with somebody from the same race or background as me. I've always dated outside my race, never been with a white woman, and I've always had to adapt to a different culture or a different way of thinking because of where I come from.
Right.
So no matter what, I grew up, I was always the only white kid in the group. So I've been around the culture my whole life, but it's still different when you're marrying somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody or you're thinking about marrying somebody. It's different. So you have to really be ready to take on this stuff and actually, like you said, be a chameleon and ready to adapt and take in shit that she's willing to give. Like my fiance is Puerto Rican. I'm learning Spanish. I'm learning how to salsa. You know what I mean? I'm changing my point of view on a lot of things, and a lot of stereotypes and a lot of shit that I had misconception of is starting to come to light. Just being in a relationship with somebody that I've never been in that type of relationship before. So I would just tell them, be ready for anything. Have your head on a swivel. Don't take anything for granted, because it'll be your boys that fuck you over in the end. Harder than anybody else, because it hurts worse. It's hurt worse when it's from your homie. Like, my ex-wife fucked around with somebody I played football with. You know what I mean? Didn't know the whole time until after I left.
I done been there, so hey.
That happened?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How did you deal with that?
I live in Jacksonville, Florida now.
I left. So your wife messed with somebody that was close to you?
And it was actually the second time. I forgave her and I went back.
That sounds like some white woman shit. What color was she?
She's light skinned, but she's black.
She black. She black.
Rich don't date white girls.
Wow.
They say black men don't cheat. I'm black women.
And you didn't go back to white women after that?
I never been with a white woman.
You should have went back after that.
You never know it. Listen, my boy like.
I'm not. That's not what I mean. Like, that's not what I mean.
At a certain point, Rich, it's time to go back home. Well,
fuck that. Rich,
that is home
in the hood. What you mean?
That is home for me though. That's all I know. My mama asked me one time, "Why have you never dated a white woman? Why you never got a white woman home?" I said, "Because of you."
Ooh, wow.
It wasn't what, you know what I mean? I seen as somebody I wanted to spend the rest of my life with.
But you see, that's why they say
generational.
It's a lot of interracial couples that date outside their race because of their parents of the opposite sex. They don't see nothing that they want in their parents. Wow, Rich.
But anyway,
that's amazing.
I would try to guide them as best as I could, and I would tell them it's gonna be work. It's never gonna be easy, because everybody would still be married if it was easy. Mm-hmm. You definitely got to have your ears ready to listen and your heart ready to take in what she's ready to give you. And if you really love that person, not in love, there's no such thing as in love. Because if you're in love, you can fall out of love. Right. There's no such thing as in love. I love my woman
Mhm.
just like I love my brother.
Mhm.
But
I'm the brother he talking about.
absolutely, I love my woman,
ass.
just like I love my brother. So it's unconditional until that bond is broken.
Right.
How did you get over the ego pain of your wife messing with somebody else?
It's funny. So most
Mm.
white men are scared. They'll be like, "Oh shit, she would mess with a big black dude." My ex-wife,
She
my
messed with
ex-wife,
a black dude.
really big black dude.
Oh man, you should have went back home, Rich. Come on, man. Like I don't know what more
Bro.
signs you need.
But like, it's just funny situation. Funny situation.
Gotta
so
see
that's why I
me.
brought it up.
You gotta see me, bro.
Hey,
Like, you gotta see me.
I don't want to talk about what happened because I'm not incriminating myself on this motherfucking thing because then we're
Do
gonna
that.
put shit back
Don't
up.
do that.
But how did
But-
you get over it?
At the time, I was a minister in training.
Oh, yeah.
I had done preached gospels. I went to Wayland Baptist University.
I ain't
I
know that,
was
Rich.
yeah, I was a minister in training, so I was living by the word, and
Hallelujah.
needless to say, I no longer do. Religion is the fastest way to a corrupt person than anything.
With the pastor on the screen. You heard that, pastor?
With the
Sorry.
what you mean?
With the pastor on the screen.
Let's
You
stick
heard
to the
that,
topic.
pastor?
We're gonna have to have that on another
I know,
day.
yeah, that's another
because
day.
we're gonna get real.
I like
depth.
it though. I
We'll
like
get
it.
real in depth with that one.
I like both of y'all responses, man. Y'all seem like y'all give some sound advice to a young brother, man.
Of
So
course.
that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man.
Now, what would your response be if they would have asked you? Speaking of someone who's been married twice and
Ooh,
divorced twice.
Sheesh, she put me on the spot there, brother. Let me have a sip.
Look.
J Dub done leap Pete around the corner like my advice to that young man, I'll be more so on the pastor's line, like why do you want to marry him, right? And me personally, I really want to hear more than just because I love her. You know what I'm saying? Because if he tell me that he love her, then I'm gonna tell him about all the women that I said that I loved that's no longer here. You know what I'm saying? So that's not. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear more. So
You used to be tender dick though. Tender dick is that nigga used to catch feelings
I'm still am.
so fast.
I'm still am Tim Dick. That's what I done learned about myself.
So fast and be so hurt.
I'm the same way.
Why you up here giving my business out? They don't know that guy. They don't know him. They know.
I'm the
Jay
same
Lyrik.
way now, though.
Listen,
Jay Lyrik, don't be ashamed.
That's what they know. But nah, he caught. It's all about the verbiage. My lady would say it's all about the verbiage. It's I just wore my heart on my sleeve. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same thing I
did that back in the
thinking.
day. So that's one of the first things that I would tell that young man. Don't do that. Don't worry. I'm not saying that you can't be, because I'm not like J Dub. I'm not saying don't be vulnerable with your woman and don't show her that type of love, but just don't be a fool. Don't be so open to this woman where you miss things. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gave all the advice on, make sure you're this and make sure you're that and make sure you're this. I'm gonna give advice on, well, what is she doing for you? Make sure she's this way for you. Make sure she gonna always support you. Make sure that she giving you that same type of love and energy that you putting into her. Because if she's not right now, out the gate, you don't want to do that, because she's showing you who she gonna be before you make her your wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so she got to be somebody. Make sure it's somebody that understands you. That's a big. I know I had a friend of mine tell me one time. She said, she said you ain't gonna be with nobody till you get with a woman who understands you. And that understanding runs deep, like you said. That understanding comes with a lot of forgiveness, man.
That's why I feel like my wife fell in love with me. I probably remind her of her daddy.
They say you know what I'm saying?
They used to.
When because she had an active one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I dated plenty of girls that got they had their father figure. So and they saw a lot of their father's qualities in me, which is why we ended up dating. You know, but that's one of the things I tell them, man. Just make sure it ain't just you. You not just pouring all of yourself into her, make sure that she's pouring herself into you. Now, I can't tell you how to make it last because I ain't been there. All I can tell you is the tools that you're gonna need. Like you said, forgiveness is number one. You know what I'm saying? And people think that communication is big. Communication is not. It's comprehension. Like I said, understand. You got to be able to understand that man. She got to be able to understand why you stop talking and not feel like you got a problem with her, or she think that it's an issue where you just trying to digest how you feeling so that you can tell her. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I've been through these marriages and these divorces. I learned a lot of shit about in different relationships. I learned a lot of shit about myself. So
Definitely.
you gotta make sure you know who you are, man. And at the end of the day, we're all gonna settle. We're all gonna settle for something, regardless if it's a huge settle or it's a small settle. For instance, most women not into having threesomes. Most women not. Most men are. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just using that as an example. I know how the women get. I'm just using it as an example.
I give my man a threesome.
It's the easiest example because a lot of women are not going for that shit. And a lot of men never had one and would like to experience that, but now they're getting into a marriage with a woman who never gonna give them one. You know what I'm saying? That's a settle in itself, bro. Like, so you gotta be able, like I said, I tell that young man that, because my brothers used to joke with me all the time. They say my list is unrealistic. That's what they used to tell me.
You wrote it down too.
I ain't write it down. I just had shit that I can regurgitate, bro. Like I can.
I think we have a lot of problems with listening to respond instead of listening to understand.
Definitely, everybody.
So I think that goes a long way in communication.
Well, I learned that in counseling.
Me too.
Listen,
Counseling.
I learned that in counseling.
Recently,
I had to go to counseling with my wife. Boy,
I went to counseling.
I'm gonna lay it out there, man. Listen, boy, I was often to lose my wife, boy. Like to this day, I still feel like my wife the best thing that happened to me.
He about to start crying too, y'all. Y'all can't see his eyes up here.
Listen,
please,
I wouldn't give a damn. One thing about it, I ain't weak. I'm real driven, and whatever else you think. One thing about it, dog. Counseling gonna help some. It may not help all,
right?
But it helps some.
Did you have a female counselor?
I had a married couple.
Okay.
I had a pastor and his wife.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really feel like. Before you just give up, try to go to counseling. Now, if that partner not willing to go to counseling, then they already left the relationship. Hey, you did your all. There's no more you can do. But me personally, counseling helped me. Cause my wife was gone. She was like, she loved me. She say she loved me, but I was pushing her to the point to where she hated me.
Right.
Because I was addicted to women, bro. Like that shit was bad. Boy, I had to pray that shit out of me, boy.
How you was addicted to women though?
I love
women get on your fucking
because
nerves.
No, boy, it wasn't that. I ain't got to deal with them after that. It's just one thing.
All you addicted to sex.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Not the women.
That's it.
Women ain't nothing. You
can't sex with women.
Yeah, you can't get addicted to no women. Women get on your motherfucking nerves.
Listen, bro. One thing about it was a generational curse, bro. Because, like I said, my daddy was a hoe. My granddaddy was a hoe. My uncle, my brothers, everybody used to be hoes. Because we never had that guy to tell us, hey, man, that ain't how you supposed to treat your woman. Know what I'm saying? So that's all I seen. Growing up in the hood, you ain't see no dope boys out here with just one chick. He's sliding everything.
That's why I want to come up with the Ultimate Man rebrand, because we've been indoctrinated with all these thinking, oh, I'm gonna fuck your girl. Oh, I'm a player, I'm a pimp. And we don't know how to really navigate through this thing called life. And the white man, no offense to you, and I don't even say the white man, but the government indoctrinated us with all this stuff.
Say the white man,
but we can't get away with it. I gotta stop saying the white man ain't the white man.
You stupid, man.
And another thing,
look at the way we're programmed. Look at the way look at the way that things hit you.
Social media.
They talk, even the news. Because you got on a little bit, but I mean, when they try to hold the black man down, it's always all over the TV.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's a white cop kills a black man, it's all over the TV.
Right.
conquer and divide, or divide and conquer. They're keeping us in that, but that's a whole nother subject. But that goes into relationships because especially in the poverty areas, which is mostly minority, it's in there. They put it out. It's out there, and it's the government. The government is trying to do it.
Look, growing up, you had one TV show that really showed a black father in the house. No, Bill fucking Cosby.
Yep.
And
look how they doing him.
That was a fake ass show.
Bill Cosby all the way up.
That was such a fake ass show. They had no problem.
Other than that, you really ain't had no shows showing like, okay, this guy is with this woman and raising a family, showing them great attributes. You know what I'm saying? Great morals.
Not to the 90s. Then the 90s.
My wife and kids.
Now the Upshaws.
Do you Hughley show?
2000s. Now they want to start.
90s,
my wife and kids and the Upshaws are two
I
shows that you want to go see if you want to learn how to be a father.
No.
I love them.
You don't want to.
My wife and
you
kids
don't want
and
to
the
learn
Upshaws.
nothing from Hollywood
I
about
hate
how to
Chris.
be no father.
You hate Chris.
Oh, I hate Chris
hate
was a
Chris.
good.
Yeah.
That's
good
more
father.
realistic.
That
That's
was a
more
good
realistic.
father.
Yeah, that's more realistic.
Nah, I don't make him the best father in the world, but it's more realistic. That's our job.
Mm-hmm.
And for all the men who trying to overcome tender dick, I have found the cure. No butt naked raw sex, and you can overcome all things after that. Now, once you have butt naked raw sex with a woman, you leaving yourself open
Next question, Jay
emotionally.
Larry.
So
tired.
the original question was, is love? Can you have a successful marriage without love? Y'all said no.
I said yes.
You said yes. That you can't have a successful marriage without love.
Oh, without love? No, you can't.
Okay, he says no. You say yes. I still say yes. I think the most important thing that you need within a relationship, period, is willingness, bro. You have, like you said, the fact that your wife was willing to go through the counseling that y'all had to go through, and these women they not doing that shit, bro. They're not doing that's men not scared. Right. We're not scared to get married, bro. We're not scared to commit. What we are scared of is putting ourselves in such a vulnerable position, and then because we're not perfect, and then we do something, and she gone. Because it takes us everything to get there, bro. Like to say, you know what, I'm gonna profess.
But you can't go.
I'm with you on that, Jay Lyrik. I'm with you on that. Because you
can't
once
go into the marriage expect.
But me and Jay Lyrik are Taurus.
We're not expecting it, but like you said it's a generational curse. But this is realistic, bro. And the reason I brought that up because, like I said, we usually read the common read. So we got a couple questions. Not the comment. We got a couple questions in my anonymous. And one of the comments was, she said, "Cheat on me, shit dead. If you cheated, never was in love." Not true. I know it's not true, right? And I know that. And I know that shit happens, bro. And what most not all, most women, they do not take accountability in their part. And why is he cheating? If you're really satisfying your man doing what he wants, and not just sexually, because bitches love to think, well, I'm sucking his dick and I'm spinning out the wall. Maybe he don't need you to suck his dick. Maybe he needs you to fucking rub his back. Maybe he needs you.
Fuck up.
Maybe he needs you to show up to his flag football games. Maybe he needs you to come to the gym with him. Maybe he needs you to come to the fucking comedy show. Maybe he needs you to help him write some comedy. It's so many different things that women feel like they didn't gotta fucking do. You know what I'm saying? But expect this man to be, well, he better not do this, he better not do this, he better not do this, and when he do this, I'm out. That's what we scared of. We scared that we gonna give you everything that you're asking for while still getting barely what we want.
Because men don't make sure we get what the fuck we need. We'll say we need this, we need that, and then the woman will give us some sex and all what we needed before the sex.
Honestly, it's really not hard to please a man. A man really don't need much.
No.
We don't need much to be happy, dog. And the major thing is, when I come home, I'm already fighting demons out here in the street.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get away from them hoes.
At work. Know what I'm saying? Or wherever. I'm fighting shit out here in the street. When I come home, bro, that should be my fucking peace. I shouldn't have to fight you and I'm fighting everybody out here in the street. I should come home to fucking peace. it should be no place more sacred than your own home.
Let me just say something real quick. I want to give the ladies a little advice, right?
Suck dick.
Nah, not even that. Not even that. You feel me? I'm a guy who's a quote unquote public figure artist, bro. I got people that fuck with me around the world. You are a tattoo artist. That's technically a public figure. You know what I'm saying? You got a big platform. You got a huge platform with your training. When you dealing with men that have that type of status, you can't not, you know what I'm saying, show them that same. You know how many bitches out here is they're doing everything. Every time we post a fucking picture, they in a DMs. Oh, definitely. Sexy, daddy, this all the things that you don't even fucking call them.
You should call him, daddy.
You can't even call him that. You know what I'm saying?
They call JD Unc.
They call Uncle Doug.
What's up?
Uncle Doug.
I'm trying to get some pussy.
because they want that from us though. They want us to give them that same type of flatter. But
security.
They don't give us that.
They call it security.
Yeah, y'all want that security.
That assurance that we're still attractive, that we still want them while negating us, bro. Like we don't need that shit. But we getting it out here in the streets.
Stroke our ego.
But you may not.
Right.
But I don't think you should need that from your woman.
It ain't about. I
don't think you should even want that from your woman.
Why not?
We can't. Damn, nigga, we can't want it. We can't need it. What the fuck can we do, J Doug?
You could be a man and handle your business. And all this talk about what a woman supposed to do for you.
Bro, you talking about, listen, let me go ahead and let me read you real quick, J Doug, because you love to butt in and do all this talking, all that macho man shit that you be talking about. Them same niggas, they've been cheating on their wives for decades.
They been what?
Cheating on their wives for fucking decades. Those men that you're talking about who show no emotion, who the fucking captain of the ship
or killing themselves.
They've been cheating on their wives and got separate. Those men back in the 60s and the men that you talk about, they've been cheating on their wives for fucking decades.
Well, but anybody call it cheating though.
It's cheating no matter what you call it.
Cheating. If that's what you're gonna do, then by all means, of course you don't need your woman to assure you. Of course you don't need your woman to feel like you're comfortable.
But even if you're not doing
of course you don't need your woman to create a safe space for you to be vulnerable with her, because you know why? Because you got 40 bitches out here in the streets. But if you're a man that got one fucking woman, you need her to be your safe space where you can fucking cry, where you can yell, where you can fucking do whatever you want to do, bro.
And that's real.
If she's not allowing you to do that, you're gonna cheat, bro.
Listen,
I don't want to do
right
that
now. But my thing is right now, like, because we're amongst men,
right?
You can talk that tough shit
all day,
but boy, you gonna find you one chick that's gonna break your ass down, boy. You gonna be like,
man, J Doug just a clown behind the camera. Don't listen to him.
Nobody not breaking me down.
J Doug, man, J Doug.
Oh, you and J Doug?
J Doug is soft as wet flowers.
How many times you been married?
None. Ain't been married.
I've been in a long-term relationship.
You done had?
One. I had a long-term relationship. I was in it for almost 10 years.
What happened? She cheated?
It's my life.
She cheated?
No.
You cheated?
No.
See, I done went separate ways.
Went separate ways.
Hey, bro, I don't want to do this no more. Okay.
No, it wasn't really that, but you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Anyway, man.
Listen, you don't understand that.
I appreciate y'all boys for coming up here tonight, man. I think it was a really good conversation, man. We gon' I had one last let's see.
Oh shit.
You got a couple comments.
We're gonna read some comments. I'm gonna go through this question. You see this shit? Somebody just asked. Somebody wrote, "How do you get the sexy daddy text?"
They hit you with this.
How you get the sexy daddy text, man? You get the sexy daddy text by being that. It's not something.
Be in a gym though.
It's not. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No,
nigga,
you
ain't in
don't.
no motherfucking gym. This
Actually,
is a dad.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of women like
First off,
everything.
bro, being sexy and being a daddy ain't got nothing to do with physicality, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It got everything to do with how you carry yourself, bro.
A bitch called me daddy, caught me off guard.
You know how what them city girls say, you know, the big dick energy? Yeah. That's what you got. That's how you become sexy daddy. You just got to carry that, bro. You got to have that. It's not something that you can coach. It's just something that you got to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
This shit been handed down with them generational curses. That shit was.
Now you like the generational curse.
Hey,
that's amazing. You can become that, bro. It's just you just gotta be you, bro. Be you. You know what I'm saying? And be true to who you are when you dealing with a woman, bro, and if you really who you are, and she really rock with you, that's what you're gonna turn into that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just joking. These young hoes be calling me dad. I just be
I know that. I know they do, J Dub. I got another.
Sugar daddy.
I got another question.
Definitely.
Of course, got a comment. J Dub needs some help. We know he do. We gonna get him some, y'all. Somebody send the counselors up here. Somebody asked me, "Have I ever been in love though?" Have I ever been in love though? I've been married twice.
But have you ever been in love?
But just said. See,
I did not say that I was not in love. I never.
But
said
did they
that.
love
I
you
never
like you
said
wanted
that.
to?
But you see how you just put love and
That's
marriage
not the question.
together.
I'm just saying because if you were paying attention, obviously you see who don't pay attention in class. Because what I said earlier was love is gonna get you there. I said it ain't gonna keep you there. So like I said, I got to that point because I was in love. I've been in love a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It just I've also been, dealing with women that I felt like I loved I feel like they gave up. I feel like they gave up on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a perfect dude. Bro.
Do you fall in love easy? I fall in love.
Do I fall in love easy?
I love everybody. That's why I'm saying. I've loved everybody.
I used to fall in love easy. Now, I don't. Nah, it ain't
I'm
that
getting
easy.
to that point too.
I love you, but me really like, cause I used to be my stepdad. He'll tell you like I used to date a girl, fall in love. 6 months later, daddy, I'm trying to get a ring.
What?
That's how I ended up married twice and engaged 2 times after that.
Oh, you love.
You know what I'm saying? But I learned, bro. And it ain't that easy for me to just buy you. I'm not doing that shit now because I require more now. You feel me? And like I said, I feel like a lot of women, and I know because I know a lot of my ex, they watched. I fucked up. I cheated. I did a bunch of shit within our relationship. I don't want nobody to be kind of listen, I know
he cheated on me.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of stuff within my relationships, bro. But I also feel like what was the purpose? You know what I'm saying? If our goal was marriage, if that was the goal, and I made a mistake or I made a bad decision, because they don't call them mistakes, because I made a bad decision, and you walking out, I'm glad you walked out. You know why I'm glad you walked out? Because you was not prepared to marry me. Because it's gonna be bigger things than just me fucking off on some bitch because you ain't giving me no pussy. It's gonna be stuff bigger than that. Then what?
They said a lot of marriages in divorce because of financial issues.
Top 3 reasons for divorce: communication, finances, and sex. Yeah. Top 3. So if you're not doing those, of course we're gonna have problems, bro. But as if you in a marriage, you feel me? Like I used to believe in marriage wholeheartedly. I'm not I'm kind of like this now. I used to really believe in till death do us part until we supposed to work through anything because you my part. I chose you of all the women in the world. I got down on one knee and I asked you to marry me. So that means regardless if I fuck up or not, I'm not fuck them hoes. You know what I'm saying? Fuck whatever I gotta do. Like I've always been willing. You know what I'm saying? I've always been willing. Regardless if I messed up I've always been willing. I don't feel like I've gotten that willingness back, which is why I stand where I stand when it comes to marriage and relationships.
You know what I think? I think is that we spend a lot of time trying to figure out this relationship stuff and do this, do that. Women don't do that. Women just go on, they move on to the next nigga. They don't sit here and try to figure out, oh, this nigga got a generational curse. Oh, this nigga here. This nigga just he trying to show me he love you.
You really have to know your partner, dog. Like you really gotta know.
I got another anonymous question or statement. I know who the fuck it's from. Gonna ask me, how cool is your roommate? This motherfucker's a pig. The fucking pig, a piece of shit.
Damn.
Not just bullshit, man. My roommate is probably one of my best friends, man. Like he literally became one of my best friends in the world, bro. Like he got mad love for me, my kids, support. Shout out my guy, man.
Salute. And I wanted to ask that question too before they left out of here. 25 years, if your wife cheated, would you leave?
25 years?
Yes.
Oh, lad. But
after you've been with her 25 years, she done cheated.
She cheated. Can't say so. I can't say yes. Can't say no. That's really something that you have to deal with if it comes about.
I'm gonna answer that question.
I like
for
that
you.
answer.
I'm gonna answer that question, right? Because I believe Rich gonna rock with me. Because let me clear some things up, everybody. Because they keep asking me, have I ever been in love before, and do I like relationships?
They trying to figure you out.
I'm gonna tell you, if my wife cheated on me after 25 years, I would take her back. And the reason I would take her back is because, hell, I've forgiven women for doing worse.
Oh damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And y'all motherfucker ask me,
Why? What's worse
There
than
is worse
cheating?
than
worse than cheating is fucking your partner, fucking your cousin,
Oh Lord.
fucking your brother.
Oh no.
That's worse than cheating. Now I've had women.
Not me.
It happens, bro. It happens, and and I've forgiven those people. You know what I'm saying? And I still got mad love for those people. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all who question it, have I ever been in love? Yes, I have been in love, and I've also been fucked in love. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I view love the way that I view it. You know what I'm saying? Like how I've been the bitch that I was in love with fucked my best friend. But then you come and ask me, have I ever been in love before? And why I don't care about love? Like love, fuck
you
my
loved
best
her
friend.
and she fucked your best
She
friend.
fucked my best
she
friend.
After y'all broke up, or y'all was
She
together?
We broke up. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Doesn't
because
matter.
Hell no, it don't
If he
matter.
divorced his wife and they've been divorced for 50 fucking years, I would never fuck with her because I'm
the
loyal
code.
to him.
That's the code right there. You know?
yeah, I feel you, but y'all
Wife and
different.
baby
Y'all
mama.
different from me. I don't have my life I done lived. I don't got expectation for nobody.
So you
can't
look,
surprise
you
me.
know the one chick that you fall in love with.
You
fuck
can't
your
surprise
best
me.
friend.
You know, they teach you as a kid.
You can't
They teach
surprise
you as a
me,
kid,
bro.
Crazy
treat
as hell.
others how you like to be treated, right? That's what they teach you as a kid. I would never fuck with your ex girl.
I wouldn't do that either.
Exactly. So if I would never do
Okay,
it, then it's unacceptable.
It's unacceptable, but what I wouldn't do, my standards ain't another man's standards. I done figured that out. That I can't depend on. I wouldn't do it, so another man ain't gonna do it.
Hey, man,
Everybody ain't
get
no
some comments
religious
up here.
character.
Get some comments up here, man, so we can
especially behind his back.
so we can read this and pop
If
out of
anything,
here.
I would respect the nigga more. He'd be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, your girl been chatting, like,
Bruh, that's what I
can
said.
respect that.
That's what I said. If you came to me and said, yo, bro, your shorty been pushing up on me, you know what I'm gonna tell you?
You can smash it.
Go ahead.
Fuck her.
Yeah.
Cause that shows me where your loyalty lie. Now, if you do it, like I said, it shows me where your loyalty lie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck with her though, but we just salvage our friendship because you came to me as a man, like, bro, your girl, she throwing that pussy at me. I'm like, fuck her.
Yeah,
Nah, hell
fuck her.
nah, bro, I ain't doing
Fuck
that
her,
shit.
but
That's
yeah,
whatever.
there's nothing wrong with that. Making a decision. Lucky. I like to know who people is.
At that point,
I don't want to be like,
if I'm your friend, I want you to tell her, bro, you know, that's a chick that was off limits. Like,
Yeah,
if
right.
it's a chick off limits,
That's
I
what
wouldn't
you
even
do.
Absolutely.
consider
There's a
it. Like,
There's a
But if
difference.
she a jump
Yeah.
off, we pass
There's
it
a difference.
there's a
around.
difference.
There's a difference.
Ooh,
Like,
If she's a
yeah.
team player,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what would make her?
Off limits?
Because to me,
Serious
you
relationship.
going behind
Public
me and smashing
relationship.
anything I done smashed is a little weird. Is that what you want to do? Smash after me? Fine, you can do
What you
that.
talking about? The trains we done ran?
Bruh.
Man, can we
I would
get
talk
some
about-
comments so we can get up out of here? He talking too much. We gotta
All right,
get
go
him
there,
up
go
out
there,
of
go
here.
there, go there.
We got
Yeah,
You
Kennedy.
gotta
Kennedy.
live life.
Yeah,
Kennedy
that.
Williams talking about if y'all in counseling, y'all both fucking other motherfuckers. She flat backing and fucking these hoes, and y'all trying to present a beautiful. Kennedy, you know I be with you most of the time, brother. I ain't with you on that one. Next comment.
No, that don't mean
Come
that
on,
you
man.
y'all both
You ain't
fucking.
counseling because you trying
That
to
means
figure
she
this shit
wants
out.
to work it
brother.
out.
Trying to figure it out,
Shit ain't
bro.
right.
Yeah.
It ain't mean you fucking off. You don't always have to be fucking up to be going to counseling, bro.
Sometimes you might just need a reboot.
That's all.
And
They
you got
might
trauma.
give you-
You got traumas from the past that might not even be from this relationship.
Yeah,
Let me
definitely.
get another comment.
That's
J-Dub.
true.
All you need, Kennedy again. All you need is good coke, and he not talking to soda.
He talking about that
A
booger
woman,
sugar.
a woman could do whatever. I had 6 hoes at one time. It was the bride and her homegirls, and the bride passed the veil around, and I was the only nigga in there. Tabernacle.
Tablet.
Kennedy, that sounds
preach.
like a good time, brother.
You probably had that honey
Fuck
then.
Fuck her husband though. Fuck her husband because she said fuck him. So fuck her husband. That's a good one. Man,
Tragic.
it's been a good conversation tonight, man. We had James Evans too, but they killed him.
Yeah, he would talk about when they're saying the good role models on
Who's
TV.
James? Which one was James Evans?
Good times.
Good time.
Then you got Uncle Phil and you got Carl Winslow.
Those were later though.
All
That's
of
what I
them
was talking about. Those were
all
later.
of them, all those scenarios are fake as fuck though, bro. How many do you know Uncle Phil? Hell no.
I know some good. I had an uncle that was loyal to his family. He was good.
What about being
Rick?
loyal to his family? But
He was good to his family. He was a good example.
Fake,
I would
bro.
give a shout out to my Uncle Charles.
That
He was a
was-
good example.
Shout out
So
my
that's
Uncle
Uncle
Charles.
Y'all.
But that's one guy.
Yeah, you done broke the code.
Out of how
That's
many
cold.
men in
You
your
already know what
family?
it is.
Listen, it's not gonna be a whole bunch. And I got a couple on doing their thing. Shout out to my OG Chris, my big dog. He doing his thing with him and his wife and his family. You got a couple of them out
Shout
there
out
doing their
to
thing.
my guys that's up here with me right now. Those guys are hell of a fathers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Great husbands, fiancés. You know what I'm saying? These are some good brothers, you know what I'm saying, that take care of their responsibilities. And I know a lot of the times they like to paint us in a light, especially as men, that we don't do this and we don't do that. These guys take very good care of their children and their families, man. So
We're not perfect.
absolutely, we not. Nobody.
Nobody's perfect.
Not at all.
Nobody, man.
I'm working towards it. Give me about a couple years. I'm gonna be
make
perfect.
it. We make it happen, man.
Oh
So,
my
so
goodness.
shout out to y'all, man. We getting ready to get up out of here, bro. Again, it was a great conversation. I appreciate y'all, boys. I definitely got to have y'all come back.
Appreciate
Tina
you
Cole,
having us.
if you're watching, baby, we got to
Shout out to Key Nicole.
Tina Cole, if you're watching, we need you to we need to get the girls together so y'all can have the same conversation. And we're gonna come back and we're gonna put it together. Battle of the Sexes, Jay Lyrik versus Tina Cole is coming soon, man. But y'all know how I do. You can go ahead and cue my song, J Doug. I gotta leave y'all with my final words of wisdom. And we're gonna get up out of here, man. And I told my girl that I said, man, this is gonna be a good one. And the final words I have for y'all today, man: love is beautiful, love is kind, love is happiness, but love is blind. So keep your eyes open. And we out of here.
Been gone. Every day another woman calling my phone, trying my best to cope with the fact that you're gone. Inebriated is the only way that I'm strong. Sitting at home watching our favorite show. Who's tonight's biggest loser? Babe, it's probably Joe. Don't even know why I'm watching, cause it ain't funny when you ain't here. But I know you going away, so I watch it so we can stay near. I heard you trying to protect myself, but I ain't making excuses, I'm just letting you